Good morning. My name is Shelby. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my kitchen. Welcome to my life. Today, what we'll be getting into is what I do, what I eat, what I fill my day with in order to mitigate seizures. If you watched my intro video, you will know that I have seizures, had them for a long time. So the things that I fill my day with has to be a little bit of a strategic move, if you will, so that I'm not just having seizures every single day. And it works. The way that I live my life does help reduce seizures, and that's why I'm here. Because I want to help other people who have seizures. I don't think that the community of epileptic people is exactly represented really strongly. It's something that isn't exactly completely understood by the medical community. I know for me personally, it's never been understood why they happen. Anytime I get an EEG, they always come back totally fine. And the answer is the same. We don't know. We don't know why this happens to you. So I think expanding this community and making it so that it's more of a thing that's talked about, it's the lifestyle that you have to live when you have seizures, is more just made public so that people like me who have seizures don't just feel like they're kind of all on their own. So that's why I'm here. That's what we're doing today. That's what we're doing tomorrow. That's what we're doing for a long time, because just obviously one video is not going to change the general feeling of not represented to represented, you know? So let's get started. So the biggest lifestyle change that I have made that has really helped me was changing how I eat to be away from the traditional standard American diet to a keto lifestyle. However, unfortunately, within the last year or so, well, let me back up. I was keto for 5 years and it worked fabulously. In those 5 years, I had 4, 5, 6 seizures. So that's not a lot for how it was before I started doing keto. But in the last year, my seizures have gone back up. Don't know why. I do think has a lot to do with stress, which I am trying to learn how to control. But that's not something that you just wake up in the morning and you're like, oh, I know how to control my stress now. So I'm working on controlling my stress, but in the meantime, to help further reduce seizures, I have changed my diet to be more of a carnivore focus rather than keto, with my main, I guess, maybe you could call them cheats, but just the things that aren't carnivore that I'm not willing to give up being peanut butter and my beloved coffee. If I had to wake up every single morning knowing that I don't get any coffee and I can't have any peanut butter, there's just some things that make your life good that you don't want to live without. And Coffee is one of them, peanut butter is the other. I usually just put half and half in my coffee. A lot of people put heavy whipping cream. For me, the calories in heavy whipping cream and the amount of coffee that I drink, I would be 700 pounds within a week. So I personally don't use heavy whipping cream just because it's extremely calorically dense and I don't have great self-control. So I like half and half. However, there's like a half and half shortage right now. I can't find it anywhere. So I tried this light cream. It doesn't have, it's not filled with sugar or anything like that. The ingredients just say light cream. So I've never seen this. I've never used it before, but it was literally the only thing at the store besides all of your just flavored creamers. So it was either this or black coffee, which I don't mind black coffee, but I'd prefer some cream. And you can see the nutrition for this. 1 tablespoon is a carb and 30 calories. And when I put this in my coffee, you only need like half of a tablespoon. Anything more and you have white coffee, which is gross. It's just milk. That's gross. So I like this, and I might actually continue getting it just because such a little bit goes so far and it's only 1 carb. So that's usually how I start my day. I don't typically eat a meal until 12 or 1 o'clock. I just drink my coffee, snack on some peanut butter, take my dogs on a walk, and get my day started. So that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to go take my dogs on a walk, and we'll see what happens from there. Alrighty, so I am done walking the dogs. It is now time to eat. This may be an unpopular opinion, but what I'm having for lunch today will be eggs, Swiss cheese, which is delicious, and I don't know why I wasn't eating it before, and unpopular opinion, Spam. That is something that I've tried recently. We're in weird times, so it just makes me feel better having canned meat around the house. So I really like canned chicken, tuna, and I've tried other things. Canned beef, not great at all. And then I tried Spam. It's delicious. There's some ingredients that are kind of not great, but in general, it's really not that bad. I get the low sodium kind because the regular version was just really, really salty, and I didn't really like it. But the low sodium kind, it's delicious. I have it here. I like to fry it up in some bacon grease, and then I have my butter melting on this pan for my eggs. Probably will only do 1 egg, but either way, if you haven't tried Spam, I know it's something that our grandparents ate, but if you haven't tried it, it might be worth your while. Just saying. Try new things. You might like it. Alright, so I have about a good bit of Swiss cheese. I don't weigh it or anything like that. 1 egg, and then half of the container of Spam. Dig in. This will be the last thing that I eat before I go to the gym. I don't exactly know what I'm planning on doing today. I did chest yesterday, and my chest is just very sore. So might be a low body sort of day. Seriously, if you have not tried Spam, or you think it's weird, you think it's gross, you should try it. Fry it up in a little bit of your bacon grease in your skillet. It's very good. If the shite really did hit the fan and all I had was a cabinet full of Spam, I would be very happy. A little Spam, a little Swiss. That's delicious. You know, you gotta try new things. I always thought Spam was really weird because my granddad just loved it. And it was one of those weird granddad things that he eats and I don't really understand. But I understand now. And it's yummy. Also, I have my water. I try to drink, I'd say usually I drink 2 or 3 of those a day. If I have a really hard workout, then I'll typically just chug one of them while I'm at the gym. Right now, we live in an apartment and I get to walk to my gym. It's like the best thing ever. I love it. So it's so relaxing. You know, you don't have to get in a car and drive home and deal with traffic and you just stick your headphones back in, turn on your Christmas music, walk home. It's the best thing ever. And in life, you really do have to appreciate those little things. And I feel like if you make a habit out of maybe blowing up the little good things in your mind, like if you just accentuate how great a little walk home from the gym can be, I mean, you have no choice but to be happy because all of those little good things turn into really big good things in your mind. So, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. What I'm saying is, if there's a little good thing in your life that makes you happy, let your mind explode it. Let your mind turn it into a really big good thing. You can see in the back, my soap table, because what I do for a living, I make handmade soap or homemade soap or artisan soap, whatever you want to call it. And I also make wax melts. I'm working on making body scrubs. If you visit simpleandbeautifullife.com, you can see everything that I make, everything that I have coming. I just figured out how to make bath bombs. If you go to my other YouTube channel, Simple and Beautiful Life, you can watch that progress. Bath bombs are really hard to make. Just put that out there. If you've ever thought like, hey, I'll make my own bath bombs, just know it's gonna be a trial and error sort of thing. Unless you're just the luckiest person ever. Because those things are difficult to create. But yeah, you can go to simpleandbeautifullife.com to see everything that I make and even place an order if you would like to. Okay, now we're in the kitchen. Let's talk vitamins and supplements. I have this, like our grandparents did. The older I get, the more I realize that what my grandparents did actually made sense, because I start taking the things that they've done and incorporating it into my own life because it makes it easier and better. So like a multi-week vitamin container and Spam. They were right about a lot of things. So I do not take a lot of supplements. I think, and this is definitely an unpopular opinion, I think for the most part, it's kind of a BS industry. So I don't really take a lot of supplements. When it comes to my workouts, I don't really like pre-workouts. I don't like the way it makes me feel. I feel all tingly and itchy, like I just did some sort of drug, and it makes me feel on edge and anxious, which is not how I usually feel. So I don't take pre-workouts, nothing like that. So my vitamins and supplements are pretty basic. I have fish oil. I will be switching to a different brand of fish oil soon because since we moved there, this is Costco brand. I don't have a Costco anywhere near here, so we're letting the Costco membership go. So we'll be switching to a different brand soon, but there's still a good amount in here. I take vitamin D3. This is something that I think is pretty important to take. It has a lot of benefits. If you're interested in taking a vitamin starting somewhere, I would start with vitamin D3 and vitamin K2. Vitamin K2 helps you absorb the D3. I get this on Amazon, and I will continue to get it on Amazon. It's important that it's K2. There's a lot of different vitamin Ks. Most of them do nothing. K2 is what you want. If you do Doctor's Best and you put it on your subscribe and save, you have to put 5 items into your subscribe and save for that month that you're ordering it. But it takes 20% off of the cost of the Doctor's Best vitamins. So I do Doctor's Best K2 and I do Doctor's Best Magnesium. And once we run out of these are the Costco brand, I'll do Doctor's Best D3. And when you can save 20% on the cost of your vitamins, that helps you save a lot. I also do, and I'm going to stop this once they're out, I do the Super B complex. You can't really see it, but it does have electrolytes. I bought that when I really didn't know that much about electrolytes. The amount of electrolytes in here is basically nothing. So not exactly worth it. I'm almost done with these, but there's 500 in here and you take 1 a day. So you do the math on that one. And while my husband does take a lot of these, he doesn't take these because they're a little bit chalky and they make him barf. So they've lasted for a very, very long time. And I don't want to just waste them, but it's not something that I will be buying again. I think I bought it originally because I wanted more potassium in my diet. That's not the way to go. I still think getting more potassium in your diet is a good thing, but I would say do some research on the electrolyte powders and go that way, because there's some really quality electrolyte powders out there and they'll have way higher amounts of potassium than, I don't even want to say it out loud, but it's horrible. It's 30 milligrams, which is basically nothing. Good for a week. So that's what I take. I don't put magnesium in here. I take that at night before I go to sleep. Because you might not know this, but magnesium is a little bit of a muscle relaxer. So it helps you relax and just go to sleep. So I take that before I go to bed. And that's pretty much it. I do keep protein powder around. This is This is protein powder that I got on Amazon. It is Nutricrost whey protein. And it's 5 pounds, which protein's not heavy. So 5 pounds of it is a lot. And, I mean, this stuff just, it lasts me forever. It is unflavored, so it's just regular whey protein. Sometimes I will make like chocolate milk with almond milk and cocoa powder and stevia. And I'll put this in there, which makes it really thick and creamy and delicious. Sometimes I'll add it to... Sometimes I add it to my coffee, not often. But I try to add this to as many things as I can. It doesn't actually end up being a lot of things that I add it to, but I do keep it on hand. 1 scoop is 1 carb. So that's kind of why I like getting it unflavored, because the flavoring is what really adds a lot of sugar, a lot of extra ingredients that you have to watch out for. And it's just way easier to get it unflavored. And then if I want it to be chocolate, I'll add some cocoa powder. If I want it to be peanut buttery, I'll add some of the powdered peanut butter. Love that stuff. And go from there. That way I'm in control of what gets added to it. For the most part, that's about all I take in terms of vitamins and supplements. I really don't go too crazy with it, simply because I have in the past and it resulted in nothing, except for me thinking that was expensive for the results that I got, and I didn't get any results. So I've learned through experience that for me, spending a bunch of money on supplements, it's not really worth the money for me. Just my personal opinion. So that's it for the supplements, and that is it for lunch. I'm about to head to the gym in about 30 minutes or so. So I need to start getting dressed and changed and heading that way. Like I said, it's probably leg day, and then we'll come back and eat some dinner. Actually, I'll come back, walk the dogs around a little bit, and then it will be dinner time. So see you then. Alrighty, just got back from the gym. It is like 30 degrees outside, so I'm about to change out of these nice sweaty gym clothes because it feels like my sweat is like freezing. And then it will be time to walk the dogs, feed the dogs, and then dinner time. I'm thinking probably a burger with sauteed onions. As I'm saying, it sounds better and better. So I might have that. We will see. Meet Jagger. Those are his toys, and all of this fuzz that you see around is everything that he has torn out of his toys. Hi. What's up? He likes to shake, and he likes to just be where people are. So he's about 90 pounds. He's a Great Dane Pitbull mix. And he has got the softest little heart. He doesn't like being scolded. He doesn't like getting in trouble, because he's just a little softy. So he always wants to be where people are. He pretty much just wants to be as close as he can possibly be. So wherever you are, that's where he wants to be. So that's Jagger. He is one of 3. He's the last dog that we adopted. All the other ones are adopted too. You will eventually meet all three because they're kind of like our children. We just love them to death, so they're pretty much involved in everything. And yeah, there's no way in the world that I could create an entire channel and not have my dogs included, because it would be like half of my life is gone. So eventually you will meet the other two. So there is Jagger, Kai, she's the oldest, and Cujo. And they are the best things ever. Alrighty, so a little bit of a change of plans. As I was making the like burger crunch wrap that I was talking about, I was making it and thinking to myself, like, I don't really want this. And then I thought, well, then, like, why are you making it? Hello. So I'm just like, tonight I'm not that hungry. I realized that as I was making a burger, and it smelled amazing, it looked great, and I'm like, I don't want this. So I will probably mix up a little protein shake with some almond milk and the protein powder that you saw earlier. Mix that up and just drink on that for the rest of the night. I also have just a ton of business related work to do, and I think that's where my mind's at. My mind is like, we need to get to work. So there's just no like mental focus being shifted to my belly to make my belly say, I'm hungry. My belly is saying, go work. So I think that is probably why I'm just not into that delicious burger that I was about to make. Not really hungry tonight. Protein shake sounds good. We'll go with that. And I can drink a protein shake while I work. So, and that's really what my mind wants to do, is it just wants to put the nose to the grindstone, get some work done. So that's what I'm going to do for the rest of the night. Just work on business and then go to bed. Exciting, I know. But I hope y'all have had a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful tomorrow as well. And we will be back here very soon for another What I Eat in a Day, for another glimpse at my life and what I do and how I manage living with seizures and making life as good as it possibly can be, which I think is pretty great. So I will see y'all next time, and you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.